You too. You too. So it's been a minute since I've been on here, but trying to see if I can't come along, drop some trucking gems, cause right now, man, trucking is down. Trucking is down. Y'all let me know what y'all think, but I think trucking is down. I ain't ran OTR in I don't know how long, but sheesh, I'm out here on 80 eastbound, trying to make it back down the road. All right, what's up, Mitch? What you doing, hero? You you got your CDLs yet, bro? But to all my people that out here trucking, trying to make it. OTR freight, man. OTR freight. It's still pay. You just got to know when to say no. So many people get scared when the economy gets messed up and they start taking any and everything for little bits of nothing. So the ticket to it is, you try doing over the road, you try and see if you can't find you a load that's going, around 700 miles. Anything that you can put on your back today and try and get it off today or tonight while you doing your 10-hour break on that dock. You go smack that truck stop, you take you a quick shower and jump back on the road. That's the only way you're going to make some money right now. You got to hustle. You got to grind, baby. It ain't as easy as it used to be. But stop taking stuff for cheap. If you're running over the road, the ticket is try and get a run that's about 650, 700 miles, something that you can do legal on your e-log. Try not to take it no less than 270 a mile. I think if you do it like 270 a mile, it's gonna pay you like $1,750. That's a day. That's a day. You do that 5 days a week, you still can turn you 9 grand in a week. Yeah, you gotta be out here. You ain't gonna make it home until Friday. But I'm out here for this money. I'm out here for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make it make sense. Yeah, I could continue and do the little short haul stuff like I've been doing, but that short haul stuff ain't putting that bread in my pocket right now. And I got a family that needs me. I got a family that counts on me. You know what I'm saying? And so do y'all. Each and every one of y'all has a family that counts on you guys. So everybody's not able to get loads right now. So you got to be able to take what you can get. I get that. But hauling loads for $1.90 a mile, hauling loads for $1.15 a mile. $2.75. I mean, God darn it. $1.75 a mile, $1.69 a mile, $1.96 a mile. You know, you can't do that stuff. You cannot do it. It's not gonna work out for you. You cannot run this road like these bigger companies, man. These guys pulling for Swift and whatnot, leasing trucks on with them. Man, what you making bringing home $2,500, $2,000 after expenses? What you gonna do when you blow that tire? What you gonna do? You know, it's just not. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. My man said he get paid 26 cents a minute. All right, so let's see. Uh, it's 60 minutes. It's 60 minutes an hour. 26 cents an hour. What is that? Like $15.50? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you are you breaking it down like the whole time you staying in the truck, like throughout the week, or how you breaking that 26 cent? Yeah, 26 cent a minute down. How you breaking it down? You know what I'm saying? But now, if you count all the time that you in a truck, hey man, everybody say we make money, but truck drivers, if you actually add the time up that we out here working, that we not actually just driving, the time that we are away from home, hey man, we make less than minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell anybody, if you getting into trucking for the money, you getting into it for the wrong reason. You getting into it for the wrong reason. Because trucking is a lifestyle. I'm sure y'all heard that from many people before. Trucking is a lifestyle. But let me tell you, if you weren't born in it, don't get in it. Unless you just want to drive a truck. You know what I'm saying? It's something that really strikes your interest. I wouldn't advise you to get in it because the money ain't in it like it once was. Trucking ain't the same. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. How many of y'all keep y'all CB on in the truck for all the drivers that's on here? I guarantee you, don't nobody even say nothing back to me. Watch this. Anybody out here got their radio on? Nobody. How about this eastbound hopper bottom in the left lane? You got your radio on, driver? Okay, 10 4. I was just checking. I'm over here on live, man, and I was doing this topic about truck drivers don't even have their CBs on no more. And when I first got into trucking, I would go somewhere and I have to holler over the CB like, hey, anybody know how to get to, XYZ? And somebody will come on the radio and tell me exactly how to get there. Yeah, yep, yep. I was telling them trucking ain't the same no more, man. You know, if you weren't born in it, don't get into it now, cause this it's a lifestyle. You gotta love what you're doing in order to get out here now, man. Because these guys then got out here thinking they coming out here for the money, and just to messed it all up. Yes, 10-4, 10-4. Well, I'm about to get back to this live, driver. It was good hollering at you on the CB. I ain't talked on it in so long, I ain't know if it still worked or not. Yeah, but that that's only because I'm riding behind this hopper bottom that I even caught this guy with the radio on. But most of the people don't even have their radio on no more. Y'all heard them. But it's got to be a lifestyle. So many people that got into this trucking thing and they messed it all up. They done messed it all up. But the moral of my story: stop taking cheap freight. Stop. 84,000 first year with CDL. Not that bad being local. Nah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad, Mitch. That ain't bad at all. Yep, that ain't bad at all. Okay, what you doing, big boy? That's actually real good. That's actually real good. That's like an average of what is that? Hold on. I want to say like 1690, no, like 17. Hold on, six, seven. That's like 1750. 84,050 a week before taxes, of course. That's pretty daggone. That's pretty good, especially for where you at. That's great. That's great. But let me tell you, you got guys that's running over the road that ain't getting home at all during the week, and they ain't even making that. They ain't even making that. Or you got these guys at Walmart that work at Walmart, think they got the best job in the world, you know, bringing in right at 100 grand a year, but they out all week long. So wherever you at, Mitch, making that type of money, local, you better stay your butt right there, boy, because JJ told you so. You better stay your ass right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are you letting me over, Kai? I can't tell. All right, I appreciate you. Yeah, we just out here trying to get her done. Trying to get her done. Yeah, that's a hire to retire right there. Oh, Mitch. That's a hire to retire right there. Trust me, dog. You stay your ass right there. If you don't, I'm gonna come back down there because that's decent. Yeah, that's decent. Shucks, I left out man, you lose your track of days. I left out today what's today? Wednesday, I think. I think it's Wednesday. So I left out I left out I left out Tuesday morning. Stepped on out to Dayton, Ohio, and left out Tuesday. I stepped out to Dayton, Ohio. Got to Dayton, Ohio. I reloaded right back up out of Dayton, Ohio. Uh, took a load up to Minnesota. I dropped in Minnesota, loaded back up out of Minnesota last night, loaded back up out of Minnesota last night, came down the road about 3 hours, pulled over, took a nap. Now I'm bringing it on down the road. I'm going to take it back to Mechanicsville. I'll dump this. Actually, this is a dropping hook. I'll drop this. I'll get back up under another one, and I'll do it all over again. And I'll be back home Friday about 3 o'clock. Friday about 3 o'clock. But you gotta ride. You gotta be dedicated. Gotta ride. Gotta be dedicated, man. It's gotta be better than your blood. You gotta want to do it. You gotta want it. Especially if you're an owner operator. You gotta want it. Now you get out here and you work for somebody. I mean, as long as you can make a good paycheck, hey, that's what it is. But if you're an owner operator, you got to get out here, man, and you got to go balls to the wall because you got to stack that money up for a rainy day because it's gonna be a rainy day. It's gonna be a rainy day. Food for thought. I had over 22 trucks running. Payroll about 200,000. Everybody making $10,000, $12,000 a week. We getting it. We getting it. Lasted about 2 years. A couple of my drivers took it for granted. Owner operators, rather, took it for granted. Work started slowing down. They was used to making that 12 grand a week. They went from making that 12 grand a week to 6 grand a week. After fuel, they left with like 35, 4. But they didn't establish the spending habit of making 12,000 or better each and every week. Won't saving no money, won't stacking up for a rainy day. Now, right now, that it's raining. They driving for other people. 4 of them driving for me. I mean, couple of them pulling fuel now for a company. Like, and all they got is stories of how they had it. They was doing this. They had that. But if you would have saved and put up for that rainy day, you would still have this. You would still have that. You would still be doing this. You would still be doing that. Instead, they going to the mall buying Hugo, Money Exchange, Crown Hold'em, Purple. I mean, whole outfits from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? At the Javante Davis fight, Outlaws Vegas. But ain't nothing wrong with that because I was doing that same shit. But they won't saving nothing. They won't saving nothing. You gotta, you you have to save something. In any type of business you own, it's not only gonna be sunny. It ain't only gonna be sunny. Is it sunny every day in this real world? Any type of way? Outside, sunny. Or you and your old lady never arguing. I mean, is every day a good day? Negative. Every day is not a good day. Every day is not a good day. And you're driving something, you're riding on something. You are opening and closing something. You are turning something. You are shifting something that was man made. That was man made. It's gonna break. It's as if it's designed to break. That's why they got parts at the parts store. Because they know you gonna need to buy it. They know this. That's why they sell tools at the store, because they know you're gonna have to work on this. It's designed. It's designed. You have to put up for a rainy day. You have to. That's rule number one. Put up for a rainy day. If you don't, guess what? You won't be successful. It's as simple as that. If you drive for yourself or if you drive for another company where you leasing your truck on with them, you need to save up for that rainy day. You may do good and be on the road for 2, 3 years and nothing might not happen. I mean, who knows? And I'm saying 2, 3 years because that's how long I went and ain't nothing happened until now. I just done 2 motors. Uh, I just done a whole wiring harness. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had an important phone call come through, but like I was saying, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That's all it is to it. It's going to happen. But yeah, man. Anybody got any questions? Hey, Mitch, if you still on here, yeah, man. You know my brother's still with me. I am my brother's keeper. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, sir. If I can help him, Mitch, he ain't going nowhere. You hear me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I can help it, he ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Anybody got any questions, man? Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to know anything? We out here riding. I just crossed into PA. We're trying to get her done. Trying to get her done. Come on. I've really been thinking about trying to get into dump trucks, man. I see dump trucks, man, is really going. You know, only thing bad about that is, when it rains, it slow up the process. But other than that, man, shucks, they working day, night, round the clock. You know, looks to me like they the ones that's getting the money. You know, but the problem is, man, for real, the problem is every other race, like Chinese folk, Indian, Mexicans. I mean, all type of foreigners and everything. They all work together. Us Americans, and I ain't gonna say each and everybody, but it's like don't nobody want to see anybody do better than them. Like it's enough money out here for everybody. Let's all team up. Yeah, we all ain't gotta pull loads for each other or what have you. You know, it's not gonna go like that. But let's okay, hey, trucking, drive in. It's a rule where none of us go below $3 a mile. It's a rule where brokers can't charge no more than a certain amount of percent on a brokered load. Because brokers will get the loads and say they got the load for $500, but they're gonna come to us and tell us they got it for 300. Well, I'm gonna give you 350. I'm willing to lose $50 on the load. No, no, you didn't. You got it for this, but we'll never know. We'll never know. And you're supposed to be able to ask them for their Raycon, but you ask them for it. I done done it before. You ask them, they're not gonna give it to you. They're not gonna give it to you. Yeah, we all out here chasing the paper, bro. We all out here chasing the paper, man. But we also be undercutting each other, man. Like if I know you running this load for $1,900, right? But at $1,900, it's paying $5 a mile. Well, just because I know I can run it for $4 a mile and still make profit, I'm gonna come behind your back and tell a broker, "Hey, bro, I can do it for this right here." But I already know you on that same lane. Been doing that same lane for I don't know how long. Like that's the only way to keep the rates up. It's enough work out here for everybody. We ain't gotta undercut. We ain't gotta take a load from one another. It's enough out here for everybody. It's a trucker shortage. People say too many people got trucks right now. No, it ain't too many people with trucks right now. It's too many people trying to do the same thing. Correct. Correct. Because if you got this lane picking up out of say Richmond, you got this load picking up out of Richmond, Virginia. It ain't going nowhere but to the line of Maryland, right? Right there at the line of Virginia and Maryland, right? Oh, but that junk paying $1,200. I ran it one time and they gave me $1,200. But they say they got a dedicated carrier on it. You know, this being the broker talking. Well, I got a dedicated carrier on it. You know, he usually do it for 1,200 every day, but his truck broke down. Hey, well, look, you think I can get it for hey, look, I'll do it for $1,000 even. Yeah, I don't know, dude, but I'm cutting dude out. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do that, bro? Get out here and get your own. The brokers already ain't playing fair. It's enough stuff out here for us all. But that'll never change. Absolutely. But to keep it fair and square, it should be certain rules put in place that brokers have to follow. Like it doesn't matter. They have to follow these rules. If not, their brokerage license get um get suspended, or you know what I'm saying? Like it should be stuff set in place that they have to follow because they're the ones that's making the most money. You're a truck driver, sir? Yeah, you see me in the truck, right? Are you a truck driver? Not trying to be smart, but you know the background of if you're a truck driver, you know the background of a truck. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be smart though. Actually trying to be a comedian. I was trying to find a new profession, see if I can't do stand up comedy or something, you know what I'm saying? You know, can you out Pizza the Hut? Huh? You ain't find that funny? Damn. I thought I was being funny. Ah! Hey, bro, I'm just out here doing what I love to do. That's all. Out here doing what I love to do. Yeah. Ready to stop at the stinking, at the streaking beacon. See if I can't get me old truck wash, get some of this salt up off my baby. Anybody know what the weather's supposed to be like for the end of the week? Where my over the road truck drivers at? Where my independent drivers at, man? Y'all, let's have a discussion about trucking, man. Where y'all at? Where my boy T2 Complex at? Where you at, baby? Whoever on my live, man, just say what's up or something. Let me see who on here. Say what's happening. Say what's up to me. Tell me if you drive truck or what. What you doing? What's your profession? What you hitting on? All right, come on. I don't see nobody doing nothing. Where you at? I see y'all on here. I'm out here in shit, where am I at right now? Almost in Breezewood, coming out of Minnesota. Almost in Breezewood. Trying to make it back Trying to make it back to Virginia, baby. Get this one off and try and get another one and do it again for the week there, right? Trying to do one more for the week. Baby need new shoes. Spent 5 years in Norfolk, Virginia. Okay. What was you doing out there in Norfolk? I be out there a lot, man. I be out there a lot. I go to a place out there called Highliner Foods. Then of course I go to Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? I go to Pepsi out there. Them loads be heavy as I don't know what, man. Hey y'all, I gotta jump off here real quick. Working on airplanes in the Navy. Okay. Hey man, I salute you, bro. Hey look, make sure you keep following me on YouTube, man. I appreciate you for the support, right? I gotta get up out of here real quick, man. My driver just called me. I'm gonna head him back. I'll be back on here, man. Y'all take y'all time. Y'all be safe, man. Have a good weekend when y'all get to it. Peace.